Lindenwood head coach Jed Stugart, first division game as a Division I team, a win, a last second victory over Houston Baptist. Now 1-0. They're going to come home, host Kaiser. That's on Saturday at Hunter Stadium. So, coach, just some thoughts on playing that first game after waiting and getting an exciting win.
Well, I mean, it was really exciting, but, obviously I was really proud of how our guys handled the trip. You're always, with the first game, you're always knowing there's going to be some little anxieties, some first game jitters. There's going to be first game mistakes. We not playing last week, we've sat around and waited a long time. We've had 28 practices. So it just comes to a point where, when we did the math, we only have 27 practices left in the season. So it goes to show you we've practiced over half the season already before we played a game. So, I just was really proud of how our guys handled the trip, we talked about, the team that handles adversity the most is going to win. And I felt like our guys did that. We had a lot of adversity in that game and they overcame that. And, when momentum shifted, we were able to grab it back or get a stop or get a drive. And then make a big play at the end. Special teams wins ball games most of the time, and especially in what we've talked about all year is our season. We know this is going to be tougher competition, and there's going to be a lot of games going into the fourth quarter, and so we've really emphasized the fourth quarter special teams, and that kind of showed this week that kids really bought into that, made a play, and got a win.
All right. Well, there's a lot of people we could highlight, and you had a defensive player of the week, a specialist of the week. I guess, again, what's that fourth quarter mentality though? If you get down, like how did the team we're going to keep doing what we're doing and make those big plays that you had to, and not just the block punt. I'm sure there are lots of other plays that had to go right, to get to the point at the end of the game.
Well, first of all, we have a handful of guys. We got a lot of experienced kids on our team that have been through even 2 seasons in our conference championships both years. We had to overcome a lot of fourth quarter wins, come from behind. I think there was really a calm on our sideline, and so part of that is there's some experience there, but it's just something that we do a lot of situational stuff in practice, and especially in fall camp, of putting our guys in hypothetical situations where we emphasize, hey, this is the situation we have to climb out of. And, I could kind of see that in the game Saturday night. There just wasn't panic on the sideline, even down there, when we went up, to put our pump block team on the field. There still was this feeling that something was going to happen, and kids on the sideline just kept saying, hey, keep believing, we're going to win this thing. So I think a lot of that's just, preparing them for that, but never giving up on each other and just keep believing.
I do want to ask about Logan. Obviously 41, 44, and 44-yard field goals in a 1-point game. Every extra point, every field goal is important. So obviously he's done good things for you. Just him and just the whole special teams, the people blocking for him, the snap. Just talk about that, because in college football we saw a lot of misses this week in the NFL. So he made them when you needed him to.
Yeah, and I think in any other week when you didn't have Jalen Bethany blocking the punt and Andrew Martin scooping it up and scoring, I mean, they got a lot of attention because that was the play that won the game. But really, in any other week, even in our team, we acknowledged with our team awards or weekly recognitions is Logan Seibert being the special teams player of the week, because those were 3 clutch field goals that when we weren't scoring in the red zone like we typically want to score, we got to, the fact that he made 3 clutch field goals that put us in a position to win. And so, so he was actually on our team, was the scout team player of the week. And of course, we're so excited nationally for Andrew to get that recognition, so well deserved. And Jalen Bethany's the one that blocked that punt, sometimes we look at the guy that scooped it and scored it, but that doesn't happen without Jalen. So, our guys it's fun. That's what I love about our team, is all the recognition of the guys behind the scenes that didn't get national recognition, appreciating each other and recognizing each other like that is pretty special.
So home opener, what's it feel like to now a Division I team? You have a nice scoreboard I've seen pictures of. Just the excitement around the stadium and just for this game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's really exciting. In fact, just 10 minutes before I came on here, they flipped it on. So we actually have video going on the video board as we speak for the first time. So that's pretty exciting. And so, that's just one element of, of the experience that's going to be here Saturday night. I think I've loved our fan base over the last few years. We've been having such great crowds and such great energy, and this is going to be a fun home opener with fireworks after it's family weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a really good football team coming in here. Don't really care what level they're not an FCS opponent, but that doesn't matter. They're a really good opponent. So, our focus has to immediately get back on this game. It's exciting. We've had a couple first in our 6 years here, even in our championships, we've never won a first game till Saturday night. That's the first, I guess we didn't realize that till we got on the plane ride home. And the other thing is we haven't had a home open win. So we have another opportunity to do something for the first time. And I know that in the past we've played, an FCS opponent or something like that, early in the season, and that hasn't helped get us those first wins, but, a good opportunity to get another first. And with a season like this, with stepping up the competition and moving up to this level, we have to have a 1-0 mindset every week. We can't, we put that game to bed yesterday, and we're not even talking about the Houston Baptist game anymore after you and I talk about this. And then, it's just on to the next one.
So with Kaiser, you referenced they're NAI, but they will play anybody, Division II, FCS. And they haven't been around very long as well. So is there anything specific you've seen from them on tape, or what do you expect from them?
Yeah, just good. I know both the head coach and D coordinator are good friends of mine and known them a long time. And they're just a very well-coached team. They kind of have a confidence about, hey, we'll play anybody anywhere. That always makes you, keeps you up at night a little bit, because they're well-coached. They've got very good talent on their team. They run a really good operation, and they're sound defensively. So, offensively, they do a lot of stuff that's sound. Defensively, they're very sound. They're just well coached. And, I think, they've played up. They've played Valdosta. They've played Mississippi College. They're going to play us. So they're not going to come in here afraid. They're not going to come in here intimidated, because they do that. So we got to be paying attention. This will be a great mental week for us to really get, to stay humble, understand that we really haven't done anything yet. And so we can't overlook anybody. And that's going to be our focus all week.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck on Saturday, and then we'll talk to you again next Tuesday.
Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate you, man.